What's up everyone and welcome to you on the MOONCHARTS YouTube channel. Hope that you're all doing very well. As always, that's very important. And yet today we're going to cover a possible bearish Elliott Wave Count. We're going to see here if this is possible to go down or not. So yeah, hope you're going to enjoy. As always, if you enjoy, don't forget to smash that like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. This is very important. And yeah, let's jump into this. So just before to start here on this chart right here, we're going to go on the index chart, okay, to understand a bit what is the context of this. So we just have to go on the weekly time frame. This is good enough. And here what we can count. So first we can count here a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So once we're done with 5 waves, we're going to look for a bigger, so A, B, C zigzag, 5 waves, correction, 5 waves, or for a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, inside that wave 1 we'll have a wave 1, 2, 3, or 5. Inside a wave 3 we'll have a 1, 2, 3, or 5. Another 5 waves. Inside a wave 5 we'll have another 1, 2, 3, or 5. So inside the wave 1, 2, so 5 waves, correction, 5 waves. So here in that case, if we have a 1, 2, 3, or 5, then we look for a bigger wave 1, 5 waves, correction, 5 waves, 3 or 5. Okay, so this is what we can take mainly. Again, it can be a correction, but we think about more. I mean, we take the most easiest case that is an impulsive, really. Okay, and the most probable one. So yeah, that is a context. So in that case, we'll have a bigger wave 1, bigger wave 2. Now we are in a bigger wave 2 retracement. Do we look for something about a drop like this? Everything is possible, but I mean, Bitcoin to $22 or maybe $200. I mean, it's very crazy low, to be honest. So we're not going to take this to $20. We'll have to look for something that retrace like this. Okay, for example, yeah, already 4,000 is very nice, to be honest. But anyway, so yeah, let's jump now. You know that you have the context, so it's a wave 1, a wave 2 retracement. Okay, mainly, again, there are some other configuration, but this is the main one. And so from here we can go on Coinbase that have, as you can see here, a lot less data. The data here start from 2015. And here it starts for 2009. Okay, so yeah, let's go on this. And yeah, so the wave, this is, you know, you have all the data before 1, 2, 3, 4. By the way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here we take the bigger wave 1, the blue one, the bigger wave to retracement, and then 3, 4, 5. Okay, just to be aware of the context so you can really fully understand this. So what we have here to the downside, we're going to remove that log scale. If you want to get my smaller wave, I'm going to show you this right now, so you can really get everything, understand why I'm placing these waves, everything clear. I have been trading this. I'm using Elliott Wave for 5 years now. Bam. So really this here. Really just pause to check out the waves here if you want to really understand the count. But otherwise, yeah, I'm gonna hide this and just go on this. So here we'll have a wave 1, 2, 3, or 5, you know, to finish the bigger 3, 4, and then a wave 5 here. I'm building this with a bigger wave 1, bigger wave 2. So in a wave 2 we'll have a correction. And by the way, if you don't really know about Elliott Wave, if you want to understand more, you have some free course on the website. Really, you're going to get some very strong base. You're going to get some of my knowledge and so inside. So really go and check this out. If you want to get some more details about Elliott Wave, you can go and check out the mooncharts.fr website that is right below in the description. But anyway, so WXY here, firmly the very top is here, not here. I mean, with the real price it is here, but with the Elliott Wave it's here. Okay, we'll have an ABC flat that brings us with a WXY here. Okay, so ABC flat that brings us with a WXY. Okay, but anyway, so let's go on this. So WXY here, bigger WXY, the red one here, that is done. Okay, the waves here are done to the downside. So the thing is, now when we have done a WXY, we start to look for next. We start mainly to look for, you know, for a wave. So wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulsive to be in a bull market again. Okay, now there is still the possibility of going lower. If, for example, so these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if these are 5 waves, it can be, as I said, a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bull market starts. Okay, or it can be, as always, an ABC zigzag. So A, B, and C zigzag. Okay, and if we do an ABC zigzag here, it's bearish because that's a correction to go more down. Okay, so here what will be the count where this will bring us low? The first count possible is where we will not go too high and then retrace to go make a new low here. It will be simply, if we can say simply, a W, bam, if you can catch this, but anyway, WXY X and Z. Now, what we have to know about the WXY, X and Z. The X wave, again, it's a rule. The rule can also not be respected on a bigger time frame, but this is something normally that should happen, that should be respected. It's not all the time. It do not need to be respected, but it's something that should be respected. Okay, so an X wave in a WXY, for the WXY to be valid, so this is not only this rule, but this is one of the rules of WXY or WXY X and Z. The X wave have to retrace minimum 38.2. Okay, as I said, it's a bigger time frame, so be careful with the rules, but this is normally what we should do. Okay. So if you pull your retracement tool, okay, so I'm just gonna add some bigger waves here so you can see a bit more. The X wave here, as I said, have to retrace 38.2. There is a white fib here, so we have to retrace minimum 38.2 here for the X wave to be valid, normally to make the Z wave to the downside. Okay, as always, it's the minimum we have to reach. We can go to the 50%, 61 is 66%, 76, but we cannot break the first X wave top. So if we do and we break the first X wave top, it can be, for example, you know, the impulse if we were looking for earlier. So wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but to make a bigger A, B, and C zigzag, okay, to make next what? Simply a bigger correction, so a bigger W, bam, X and Y, and so it can take years like this to be in a correction. This is not what we take mainly, we take a bullish case mainly, but I just want you to be aware of these possibilities, because it's very, very, very important to understand that, okay, that it can be bullish, it can make some new high and just explode everything here to the upside, as there is still these possibilities to be aware of on the chart. Okay, so bigger WXY as always. If we take the high right here, it's not a WXY anymore because X wave cannot break the W root. So what we take here is simply an ABC flat. So A, B, C flat. Okay, so I'm just gonna add some bigger waves here so you can really see that better. So correction, 5 waves. Okay, impulse if you're ending in the C wave, that's a flat. So yeah, mainly we do not take this A, B, C zigzag, but if we see how we're going to take this. But yeah, the first idea is really bam, W, X, Y, X, and Z, and then we have to retrace minimum as again here into 28,000 to be able normally to retrace to the Z wave. It's possible to retrace less, but normally this is the minimum we have to reach to be valid. Okay, so yeah, these are the possible bearish count really on Bitcoin. You have to be aware of. If you have to go more down, what we have to do next by is way to find the different targets of the Z wave. For example, if we do the Z wave, the only thing you have to do is to take your extension tool, place it from the W root, okay, to the W bottom. Bam, if I can. Oops. No, anyway, basically, but anyway, and then you have to third click on the second X top retracement. Okay, so I'm just gonna place a bit better. Perfect. So here the first target is going to be the 618. Okay, so it's only if we retrace 30. I mean, if we retrace 30 to the extension tool, is going to be placed here. If we retrace higher, we just have to take this extension tool, the third click, and place on the second X wave top. This is the X wave top. So let's take the case that we retrace 38.2. In that case, the first target is going to be the 618. That is going to bring us at $7,000 on Bitcoin. It's pretty cool to be honest. If we retrace high, for example, let's take a 50%. I don't know. Yeah, 50%. If we retrace, for example, here is X wave, so not with an impulsive, but with an ABC zigzag. Okay, so bam, A, B, and C, for example, here. If we do this with the Y leg here, by the way, we're going to take this third click of the extension tool and place it on the X wave top, and bam, this one is going to be 10,000. If we go to the 618, 56%, bam, we just have to take this extension tool, third click, place it on the X wave top, bam, 618, it higher a bit, and this time the 120 extension is valid, as you can see here. That brings us really, really, really low, but it's still a valid price. Okay, if we go there, and if, for example, if you place this, oops, no, not that one. If you take the extension to, if we retrace, for example, 38.2 here, if you play this here, the third click on the X wave top, as you can see here, the 120 extension give negative number, so these are not valid fibs, so we just have to look at one target. That's pretty cool. Now the 618 is never well to the dollar, so we have to add some confidence to this target. We'll have to get a smaller wave here. For example, when you're going to get a smaller wave, such as maybe an ABC zigzag, the most basic pattern, what we're going to do here to be able to try to catch the bomb here and to add some confidence with the 618, we're just going to place the ABC zigzag target. Again, you have all the fibs, everything you have to know on the website for free, so go and check this out, make an account, and just learn. You're going to get all the content. And so from here, 618 first target, 120 extension that match with the 618, 123 that match with the 618. These are the most probable target. We can still go to the 1618, but that's very, very, very low, to be honest with you, for Bitcoin. It's not the most probable. So yeah, these are all clearly the possibilities on Bitcoin to be bearish. I mean, the main ones really. And this is what you have to be aware of. So now, of course, it's going to take some maybe months, some maybe years to confirm all of this. It depends how fast we're going to do the moves here. And of course, there is the possible bullish scenario. We're going to cover this in another video, maybe next week, I think. Anyway, that's all from me for today. So as always, if you enjoy the content, don't forget to smash that like, subscribe to the channel, to turn on notifications. This is very, very, very important. Write some comments down below also if you want to maybe get some ideas, maybe you have some question, I don't know, maybe ask your questions. And you can also join the Discord server. And yeah, I'm really active on Discord, so really join the Discord server, ask your question there, maybe share your TAs, talk with everyone. Really, that's just a place for people that are just the training as patient, really. So yeah, just go and check this out. You have all the link right below in the description. And yeah, I wish you all a brilliant day, take care of you, and see you all in the next one. Cheers.